killed like 100 people. Just tapping them, tap, 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 tap. And these dudes are wriggling on the ground, flopping like fish, and drool coming out and shitting themselves. And tap, 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 tap. And then they snatched up over my door and walked out. Didn't even run out. Walked out.
Well, you gotta imagine, man, from their perspective, right? Like, we basically just ran, like, UFOs at them. Like, that had to have seemed like an alien abduction, especially for Venezuela. Like, I'm not saying that they're in the Stone Ages, but come on, man.
Yeah, but you believe the hype. You saw them propaganda videos where everybody's marking time. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, yeah. They got zapped. Oh, fuck.
That's what I mean, man. Like, we're coming at them with, like, space-age weapons at this point, you know? I mean, we've got sonic emitters. We've got, laser-guided drone strikes.
This was the equivalent of, like, throwing a grenade at the gas tanker and walking away from the explosion all slow. Don't look over your shoulder. You're not cool if you look.
Hey there, Midnighters and Moonlighters. Welcome to Nightwatch. This is your closer-in-chief, and I am joined by Big Smoke.
I am here.
And nobody else. The crew, unfortunately, could not make it. We've been trading bouts of the plague back and forth, and we decided that it was safer if they were not in a tiny little cramped sardine can with us.
It's not like they're kissing strangers. Well, one of them maybe is kissing strangers.
I think Jolly's out there licking doorknobs.
Yeah, the other one is kissing his wife, which... no, he's kissing his wife. I want this big tech like that.
Well, all right. So it's a common thing. Whenever you're a parent, you got kids in school, and they're bringing home every fucking sickness.
You get sick.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Were you way more sick more often whenever you were raising your kids?
Yes and no. Like, I learned pretty quick. Like, your kids, especially when they were like 4 and 5, and they're running around with all the other little ankle biters.
Right.
And you see them, they got snot and all kind of crap running down their face, and then what do? They run up to their best little friend and they big giant hug and they're rubbing faces like, yeah.
Especially whenever you just drove them to school and you watched the entire ride of them sticking every finger in their mouth.
Yeah. And just...
Kids are gross, man.
And just like, got them home, and the first thing you do is like, hey, go take a bath, and scrub them up, and you fill them full of orange juice, and then with
germ-covered clothes and laundry.
Exactly, and they'll still get sick, but then you got the Vicks Vapor Rub, and you do DEFCON 4, man. You be trying to
sanitizing everything,
and especially when they're really small. And when they're really small, nothing is sacred. They touch and lick and all kinds of crap, everything.
Putting stuff in their mouth.
And then even when they got older, they started they started showing a little more restraint, say about 11, 12 years old. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, okay, you need to have some space. You need to give me my space. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, fine. Nothing but a bag of germs anyway, But yeah, for the most part, yeah. But I got sick often.
At least once a year, twice a year?
At least coming out of winter, just like right about now. But then, you just start, drinking more fluids. You start taking care of yourself, and you start getting the sanitation load. You start getting that puree. And we didn't get the little micro bottles. We had the big giant gallon bottles.
The Purell.
Yeah, the Purell. We use that shit up like on a regular.
Oh,
kids are disgusting. And then they got friends. And you never had that. You ain't got kids. But see, man, like if you're like one of the cool parents, like we were the cool parents, and we had a big house. So along with our 2 kids, we'd have 6, 7, 8 other girls running around, germing up the place.
Fingerprinting shit up.
Yeah, man. It's just everybody
knocking stuff over.
Yeah, it's 5 girls using the same cup for water or orange juice. It's like, and some of them didn't have manners. They drink straight out of the bottle. I caught a few of them doing that. Hey, this is not your house. We go. Take the whole bottle. Take the bottle. New bottle of orange juice. Damn, I'm sorry, Mr. Pope. Man. You tell your parents you're sorry because they're paying for that shit.
Keeping receipts.
I did. And just like you get to know everybody's parents. Look, hey, your kids was drinking out of my Sunday deed, but oh man, dude, my wife lets him do that. Hey, dude, that's $5.99. Cash your charge, buddy. I don't want to hear no sorries. Ducats, presidents, now.
We were talking a little bit before we started recording about CS gas and pepper balls. I'll tell you, man, when my sinuses get stuffed up and everything, sometimes, man, I wish I just let me run through that gas chamber again real quick, just clear everything out, just really run it dry, just whole system flush and reset.
God, I remember those trainings, man. Get sprayed in the face.
Yeah.
And shit, then you got to start yelling at them. Stay away. Stay away. Or fight your way out of it. You stay away.
See, I had it nice and easy. You go in all geared up in your Mop 4 kit. And, you got your gas mask on and everything. And then they go in and they just pull the mask up off your face and take a couple of deep breaths. Do your reporting statement. Get about halfway through that shit, start hacking and coughing. You always get like one or two guys that are just completely immune to it, And
they're just tough. They tough it out. But we didn't. We had that during boot camp.
Yeah.
But then we got it twice a year in my unit, you got it twice a year just for training because we did riot control and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they would just spray you and then they beat you with pugil sticks. You'd be trying to fight your way out of it, and we'd be sure to get you in the face and in the eyes and we didn't have that. Well, I don't know what it is now. I don't know what the police carry, but we were spraying people with 8%, 6% CS. I mean, that stuff is brutal.
Yeah.
I remember our one little manager, little glasses manager who was with us. She had some I think it was CS gas, or she had like some regular pepper spray. I think it was like 2%. And it probably wasn't even 2% because I said, this is fugazi. This isn't the real stuff. She's like, no. I'm like, watch. And there's little tears going. She's like, doesn't that hurt? I'm like, yeah, but do you think this is going to stop me from, arresting you? This just makes me mad. I'm just gonna molest you harder. You need to get some real stuff.
Yeah, so it was like the keychain tasers.
Yeah, little cute little pink. I'm like,
run off of AAA batteries.
Yeah, that's nothing. Then she had this really like weak ass taser. I was in there shocking myself with the taser. She's like, doesn't that hurt? Yeah, but not enough.
Right. Yeah, it stings a bit, but it's not a deterrent like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's like, bitch, what do? Now I'm just gonna molest you harder. Yeah. I got mine. I brought it, and when I just triggered her, she was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Yeah, this is a taser, baby."
Yeah, you hear that thing, and it's almost like racking a shotgun. Yeah. It's that sound, that visceral, gut reaction. Smell the ozone coming off of it.
That crap is gonna put you on the ground. It ain't gonna. It's gonna burn some nose hair. It's gonna put some singe marks. Electro. You can see what electrodes go into your skin. You get those 2 black points. That's a taser.
All right. So, speaking of non-lethal deterrent systems.
Oh no, I believe in the Second Amendment. Man, it was like. Just watching the news a few seconds ago, this makes me like, God, dude. So, the United States flag comes up in my hand, and the big Second Amendment. Some of these motherfuckers need to be shot. But I didn't say that. Cut that out. Cut that out. We believe in kindness here. Nothing but love.
I think we've discussed probably ad nauseum at this point about putting down the threat. If there's an actual threat, fucking drop it.
Cut that out. We believe in peace and love here.
And we do believe in peace and love, up until somebody takes that choice away from us.
We
choose. Who was it?
David Chappelle. No, David Chappelle. Like, we believe in the First Amendment, and then we believe in the Second Amendment, where the first one doesn't work out. That was a beautiful thing.
Well, it was like, but it was Peterson that was saying that you should be not harmless, but peaceful, or
he said it a different way too. Peaceful but not weak.
Well, peaceful is you're capable of great violence,
Yeah.
but you choose not to do it. But if you're harmless, you're not capable of violence, and you don't act.
You don't want to be a pacifist.
Well, but even a pacifist is at least
No. I cured a PFC of pacifism. I said, what the actual fat rat? What are you talking about? You're a pacifist. You're a Marine. Well, now that I put some reflection into it, I don't think I could actually, react to someone in anger. And I said, that's bullshit.
but also good. You don't want to react in anger. You're choosing to.
No. It's like, okay. This is how I proved it to him. I said, you think you're really a pacifist? And I said, okay, we're going to choose this right now. We're going to figure it out. He goes, how are we going to figure that out now? I said, watch. I took my chevron off. I took my jacket off. I came up to him. Pacifism. He said, yeah. And I just slapped him as hard as I could. I mean, I slapped the shit out of him. And he sat there and he held his face like, since he had his hand on his face on that side, I slapped him on the other side. And he was sitting there, and then he was holding his face like with both hands.
You just slapped me.
So
twice.
I punched him in the stomach. And he was like, stop. I said, well, no. We're practicing pacifism here. And then I think I hit him like 2 more times. And then he got up and he was knuckled up. He was ready. He was like, I said, fucking stop. I'm like, pacifism defeated.
All I gotta do is smack the shit out of you a couple times.
Yeah, pain is a great motivator. He was hot, boy. I don't think he would have hit me if I had hit him one more time, but maybe 2 or 3 more times he would have been ready. He would have gone down punching.
But so
Good times.
the sonic weapon that we used in Venezuela.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to here. I've been hearing all kinds of crazy shit about this thing, man. It's a sonic weapon. From what I was seeing of the guys talking about, because this thing's from like the late 80s, early 90s, and they're saying that when they were first developing this thing, they had they could get it as small as it was heavy as fuck, but a backpack deployable version of it. The smallest you can get the radar dish, it depends on how small you want the wave.
The smallest I've ever seen it was on the top of a Humvee.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, most of the time they were mounted just because of the sheer weight.
Yeah, it's too big.
Yeah, but they can deploy them with like a tripod or whatever in like a riot control
Seen
situation.
pictures of them. Never in real life. In real life, I remember the very first time I saw him. It was on top of a Humvee, and I was like, I thought it was a television dish. I was like, what the hell? What are we doing? Who's recording? And he pulled me off to the right. He get behind this thing, and you feel it even from behind it.
Really?
It's like it's like ugh. But man, anything in front of it, this was like they did it to like wildlife. It wasn't even people. Animals just falling on the ground, running. I mean, Bambi like, what the fuck? It took off. And while they're running, they're like running off and falling down. Shit.
Yeah, because it's not a microwave weapon. It's a sonic weapon. So it still a similar principle of it's using waves to basically vibrate you from the inside out. I saw something about like the guy got hit by it for just like a couple of seconds. He said it went from like 13 degrees outside. He's out there, cold weather gear, and everything. Gets hit by this thing. It goes from like 13 degrees to like 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
And it doesn't affect your clothing or anything like that. It's just you start cooking from the inside out.
You feel like you're on fire.
Yeah.
I've never had it done to me, and I'll never volunteer for it. Just seeing it done to wildlife was enough.
Yeah.
But it was fucking funny. I ain't gonna lie. Seeing the animals just flopping all over the ground, dude. And I'm pretty sure we killed a couple of them because it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
But hearing that guy with the eyewitness, he said they only deployed like maybe 2 squads. 2 squads. That's like 20, 25 people.
Yeah.
2 squads. They hit those suckers with that fucking sound beam. And dudes were dropping. And then whoever those soldiers were, Delta Force, they went out there and they killed like 100 people. Just tapping them. Tap, 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 tap. And these dudes are wriggling on the ground, flopping like fish and drool coming out and shitting themselves. And tap, 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 tap. And then They snatched up old Maduro and walked out. Didn't even run out. Walked out.
Yeah. Well, at that point, what's the point of running? Yeah,
it's kind of like, okay, because in any kind of engagement, you want to extract as fast as you can.
Right.
He said, we saw them. He goes, like, this is the guy who got hit. He lucky he survived. He said they walked out, and they said that some of him and his partners were looking at them leave and was like, "You gonna go good? Like, no, you gonna go after him? No, I'm not gonna go after him." Like, they didn't want no more.
Right.
They were done. They were like, fuck that.
Well, you gotta imagine, man, from their perspective, right? Like, we basically just ran like UFOs at them. Like, that had to have seemed like an alien fucking abduction, especially for Venezuela. Like, I'm not saying that they're in the Stone Ages, but come on, man.
Yeah, but you believe the hype. You saw them propaganda videos where everybody's marking time. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. They got zapped. Oh, fuck.
That's what I mean, man. Like, we're coming at them with like space age weapons at this point, you know? I mean, we've got sonic emitters, we've got, laser guided drone strikes.
This was the equivalent of like throwing a grenade at the gas tanker and walking away from the explosion all slow. Don't look over your shoulder. You're not cool if you look. You just keep walking away from it.
I mean, we what was it? So China sold Venezuela a couple of supposedly radars that are able to detect stealth aircraft. So we flew F-22s in completely undetected, took those out, bombed and EMP'd a couple of other radar sites and SAM sites, completely disabled their anti-air capabilities, flew in Apaches and
just did the circle of death.
And just wiped shit out.
Yeah.
We started bombing military facilities off-site to draw out their forces, split them all up, get them scattered. And then we just landed a couple of Chinooks on the roof, or flew them over top of the roof and landed guys on the roof. And they just busted down in through the roof, right into the bedroom, popped 3 guys on their way in, bagged and tagged Maduro and his wife. Could you imagine how terrifying that would be? You just wake up like, what was that weird popping sound? That almost sounded like gunfire. Oh, God, why is there a bag over my head?
It is terrible.
And like Maduro was on his fucking news saying, come and get me. Well, we came and got him. Faster than DoorDash, man.
Look, man. I mean, didn't he look like kind of relieved?
Yeah, he did.
You see any of those pictures?
He looked tired.
He looked like he's like, dude, I'm glad this is over.
Right.
He's like, yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm like, happy motherfucker. Happy New Year. You're going to prison, like real prison?
Nah, he's going to go to political prison. He's going to get nice cushy jail cell.
Club Fed prison?
Yeah.
Where they got tennis and freaking tea time?
Yeah, you know it. You know he is.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably have him and his wife together. They be in prison together.
Right?
Oh, no. Well, technically, will she be guilty of anything?
I don't think so. Not by
They'll probably just, I don't know, what would they do with her, you think? Then they'll just let her go.
Put her up in Mar-a-Lago.
Because she's probably got a couple of million stashed away somewhere. Yeah, just let her go.
Yeah, they'll put her up in Trump Tower.
Can you imagine that Trump be like, yeah, I'm really bagging your wife here in my own tower. She says she likes the Trump better than Maduro. She likes ordinary man good.
Oh, fuck.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's
wrong. Bad Big Smoke. Bad.
It would be terrible if that was true. It'd be absolutely terrible. Come on, just say it for me one more time. Who's the commander in chief?
I'm your president. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We might actually get canceled for that one.
Yeah, we gotta cut that out. We gotta cut that.
We'll see.
Shit. Oh,
but no, we got him though. We took out a dictator. It's been a while since we actually. I mean, what was the last one? Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, but that was messed up. That nation building on any level is just bad. It's just bad. But just think how low gas is gonna be now.
Right. We got the refineries, their tankers.
God, dude, with gas. I mean, well, it won't be low for a year or two.
Yeah, I saw something about their wanting to prioritize getting gas prices under $2.
Yeah, it's not gonna be for a while.
We'll see. We'll see how it happens. Because I mean, we're not on reserves right now, so.
What I'm amazed with is, okay, look, everybody's saying this old man, this president of ours is a stupid ass dude. I gotta say, this is like excellent. I mean, not excellent from like the military standpoint. That is obvious.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the political standpoint.
Yeah, the long game.
Yeah, he just like, look, you're a narco terrorist. We're gonna claim you're a narco terrorist, and we're gonna put in a law that says that hey, the president can enact any kind of warfare powers without the authorization of Congress against narco terrorists.
Well, any terrorist. I mean, that was what back in George Bush days.
But still, to deploy an entire Navy with a Marine contingent.
With Delta, with Air Force,
that's warfare. That's
we sent everybody out of
it. Yeah, we sent and then park their asses right on the doorstep. We didn't bypass international waters. We were still in the international waters. But anything that stepped this pinky toe outside that area got bombed. Like I told you last time. You didn't want to be in a fishing boat in your own garage,
right?
With those guys out there. Oh shit! There's one in the fishing boat. Did they blow their asses up?
Well, I mean, even Space Force, I think, got involved with this one because I was hearing people talking about like the laser guided systems for the drone strikes. Yeah. They were coming from satellites.
Yeah, it's like we had the big overreaching eye of death. Just looking throughout that entire ocean line, and then we're flying helicopter patrols up and down the freaking the divider line. We didn't go into their air, but you might as well say we did. We was in their airspace because
was it 20 miles off, 60 miles off?
60 miles out. You can't. I mean, but even then, you couldn't fly.
Right.
Anything in or out of there.
Could you imagine something's exactly 60 miles out in that direction, and you can't see it. You can't see it coming until it's too late.
Yeah. So they did that shit.
It's like being stuck in a dome. Remember that Dome TV show, man? It would be like that, man. Just anything gets tries to pass that.
Yeah. I remember that. It was a great show until it wasn't. But they did that shit for weeks.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we got you. I know we got you. And then you're saying Happy New Year to people. You should have given thumbs up.
But look at the message that just sent out to the world, man. Like it doesn't matter who you are, where you're at. We can just reach out and snatch you up whenever we feel like.
Well, see what happened when everybody was like, Russia was oddly quiet.
Yep. Well, so was China too, because it was their tech that failed.
And then North Korea was like, yeah, we strongly, condemn this action and stuff, and we're really gonna ramp up our nuclear arsenal. I mean, we're really gonna knock it.
We're gonna really do it this time, guys. I swear.
We're gonna have nukes tomorrow. Yeah, that little fat bastard doesn't want to. He knows his army's fugazi.
Oh yeah.
It's like you'd have a hard time getting that fat bastard on the helicopter. The helicopter would drop like 30 feet. And now everybody is looking at the sky because everybody has that cheap piece of shit Chinese anti-aircraft shit that they now realize does not work. Dude, that's like paying $12,000 for a brand new Cadillac and then the wheels fall off as soon as you get out the freaking parking lot.
Ooh, I don't. Huh. So I'm reading at least the New York Times what they said the Russian response to the Venezuela conflict happened. So apparently, Russian-made air defense systems were not even hooked up to radar when U.S. helicopters swooped in to snatch up the president. American officials say, rendering Venezuelan airspace surprisingly unprotected long before the Pentagon launched its attack. So they're not saying that their tech failed; they're saying that it wasn't even hooked up.
Did you turn the anti-aircraft system on, sir? When it didn't.
Did you make sure it was plugged in?
Did you make sure it was plugged in?
Was it connected to the Wi-Fi?
Oh God, it gets worse every time you look at it.
But it makes you really wonder if they're and that's us saying that it wasn't hooked up. So that's not even them saying it wasn't hooked up. So they're not even claiming that their tech failed. They're going to claim that we haven't had a fair chance to test it yet. Fugazi.
Yeah. Okay.
Miss me with that shit.
So, yeah. What are you gonna say? Yeah, we know it didn't work. No, you gotta come up with some kind of crazy story to even give you a little bit of leeway, because China's been selling their crap to people all.
Yeah, so Russia and China, they're selling their shit off to other countries and everything. Like, oh, this, and every single time, they're like, oh, this will beat what the Americans got. Every time we're like, nah, fuck that. That's
okay.
Like, we can blast your shit from space. Like, what are you really gonna do to stop us?
I remember we got into it with some guy in Germany.
Ooh, here we go.
We had these MP5s that we were shooting at the range. MP5 is a bad.
I did do like a good MP5.
It's a bad piece of machinery. I mean, just on control bursts, you're hitting 95% of the target. 95.
That was a well-designed machine.
This dude brought a knockoff onto the range. It was a Cater something. It's a Chinese, copy. And we're looking at it. It looks like a bigger, bulkier version of a MP5. You're like, what the hell is that? And then it's like, I think he got like half of a magazine going, and when it fired, it was like it was like all over the place.
And it's recoil suppression.
The recoil was all over the place, and it was like spray and pray almost. And then it jammed up, and then he couldn't unjam it. The slide locked. I don't know whether it was from heat or from like it got off the slide rack or whatever, but it was like it went through four of us. We were like, okay, we're dead because we can't clear this thing. It was awesome.
You had to take it completely apart and reassemble it.
It was a piece of shit. And I was like, how much you pay for this thing? Oh, $800. It's a great paperweight for $800. Can't use this damn thing. Then my friend did the ultimate. He goes, here, try my MP5. I just handed it to him real gentle, like, see how this works. It's just $1,200. Save yourself some.
You ACOG or a red dot guy?
I'm AOTech. It's a red dot. I'm a red dot. I don't like laser beams. It points back to where the bad guy is who's trying to shoot you.
No, just the sight profile itself. You like your nice bold crosshairs or just a simple dot?
Give me a dot. Give me a dot. And then I'm real bougie nowadays. I want my stuff like lit up. I want my AOTechs to be like off light apertures where you got regular, or even worse if it's dark, say 9 o'clock at night. I want my AOTech showing me a skyline. I want a red out. There he is.
Get the thermal imaging up.
I want to. Of course, the bad part about that is that you got to keep your batteries current. Otherwise, that sucker go off. You're like, oh crap, it's dark, right, and I can't see.
Have you seen some of those hybrid sites that'll show you the thermal imaging overlay over top of just a regular site? So it shows you thermal imaging for heat signatures, but then otherwise it's regular vision. Oh, those are it's a wild technology, man. Like, it still baffles me that we have scopes and sites like that all because of Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator. They're like, oh man, this
cool?
alien.
Wouldn't it be cool if we had something like that?
This alien sees and heat signatures.
And some guy thought it up.
Yep.
The old, like, my best friend, he used to be he was in the infantry in the army, and he showed me one time he had some nods on. The first generations, the NOG-1s or something like that. These things look like freaking, like, I don't know, deep sea goggles.
Yeah.
These things were huge. And you couldn't even wear your helmet with those things. It was just big, giant goggles. And they had these red freaking aperture dots on the front of them. So it looked like freaking alien coming at you in the middle of the darkness, okay? Which was bad because it told the bad guys exactly where you were.
Right.
So those were good, but not good. And then we had the next generation. I think it was the NOG-3s. Now those didn't have the red dots. Those were they were still blocked.
Yeah.
And then we had the NOD or something like that ones. Now that was just like a big telescope. It's just like a big telescope right there. But those suckers lit up the night. Those things were great.
Was that the first grayscale?
Yeah.
Or the black and white thermals?
Yeah,
or,
the
night
grayscale.
visions?
But the fine thing about those things, they had terrible depth perception. So
Yeah.
you was like, you
Yeah,
know,
it's a single optic.
So you had to be sitting or laying down to give yourself better, stability. And now we got these ones now that all you have to do is flow those suckers down, and anything in that vision is dead because you have perfect 360. You can just move your head and boom, and it doesn't bother your equilibrium or anything. And then you learn how to shoot freaking with straight iron sight, and you kill anything in there.
Have you seen the tech that they're using now, where they're using AI systems in squad-based heads-up displays to be able to ping targets to each other, and so you can start seeing shit through walls because you're uplinked to the satellite, uplinked to any local cameras, uplinked to each other, and so any target designation. I mean, it's like some video game type shit, man. It's like, sniper over there, and you get a nice little red dot on him, and it highlights him through walls and shit. Yeah,
I remember watching the show. I forgot what it was. But it was this, these dudes, they were augmented, and they could see everything that their buddies could see. So one guy was like, one guy was looking through, and then he could switch his ocular vision to his buddy and find out, oh, dude, this dude coming up on you, flanking you on your left. And he changes his vision. Oh, there he is, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and then remember, what did we look at each other going, wouldn't it be great if we had some shit like that? Dude, they're going to have to start, killing off the army dudes as they retire because you wouldn't want that kind of technology going to the terrorists. Because it was like, wow, man. The stuff that these dudes are imagining, you got to figure
well, you got guys like DARPA and other private contractors and everything. They're always developing new shit. So, even if somebody gets their hand... If we know about it, whatever bad guys out there get a hold of what you and I know
it's
about.
Already conceptualized. It's already
outdated by 10 years. It's. I wouldn't be surprised if in another 10 years we're gonna have guys out there with fucking rail rifles and laser guns, man. It's.
I hope not. Ever since Eraser, I was hoping we never get some shit like that. Because, of course, that was like fairy glamour extreme.
Yeah.
But if we ever got some kind of sniper railgun technology, we would just prop up on top of a mountain on the other side and just shoot into Mexico and kill cartel members. That's
we post up like Punisher, just firing across the border.
Oh, that was an awesome scene. Wasn't that an awesome scene?
Yeah, it was.
Homeboy was just about getting his knob polished and then bloom. He stayed still just long enough to get his dome clean. And he shot him with a regular, it looked like a regular M16. I was like, God. The hits, he was a sniper in the comics, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched. But the hit, to track a moving target that long down the highway, find an individual target, walking into a building, find him going up to the, either up, did he go to the second story or was he on the first story, whatever. But the tracking through a building where he just happens to be walking through a line of windows and then kill him, the patience alone won. But just to track a target like that, but that was an awesome shot.
It reminded me of what was that? Wanted? With the assassins,
with the curving bullets,
curving the bullets and shit,
yeah.
And it's just the ridiculous long range shots with some of those, with like the multi-stage bullet with the pieces breaking away and everything, and catching it through a donut hole, and it's just the absolute over the top ridiculousness.
Yeah,
shit.
The rifle that was like 14 feet long,
right? The barrel was curved. Yeah. Sit in the back of an apartment building with it. But no, with rail weapon technology, they've already you can't use it close range because you have to arc it, but you could deliver a coffee can sized payload round anywhere within 18 miles within less than a minute. It's just a ridiculous amount of mass transfer, and if you put that in the hands of somebody,
like I said, I don't think we even have the best one. I think Japan has the best one now. They're putting it on ships.
Well, we have the one on the battleship.
Yeah, but it's not active though. It's the one that they're building for Japan now. That's because.
We can launch it from space, so they could.
Yeah, that's not practical though.
Why isn't it?
because one, the tonnage that you would have to deliver to space to begin with. I mean, that's going to make freaking, well, what is that company that freaking Elon Musk owns?
SpaceX?
SpaceX. It's going to make them even more fucking richer because you got to deliver all that payload to space. Yeah, that it's not, you need to have like some kind of space, salvage place out there, and it's just running around in the belt and just mining it and then manufacturing and refining it in space. Then you could just like slide it into the freaking machine that's gonna blow you out from space. You don't want to be. I mean,
hey, future business idea.
Like I said, man, well, if I'm thinking it now, that means they thought it at least 15, 20 years ago.
True.
Yeah, I got into a fight with somebody yesterday about the stuff because he's a real not SpaceX, but well, yeah, I guess a spaceship, because they have that ship called Starship, right? Elon Musk has that. Is it Starship? The one they're supposed to be sending to Mars? Anyway,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't heard about this. I mean, I know they have plans on getting boots on the ground.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's like, dude, I can't wait. Dude. I said, look, man, you and me are going to be dead before they even get someone to even be stupid enough to volunteer for this. And you got to think about it. The people who volunteer for this, they're going to be dead. Who are you talking about? I'm like, you think they're just going to go up to Mars and just make shit happen? No, dude, they're the sacrificial lambs. They might get one generator built or one half of a dome built before they die from some kind of, Mars circumstances. They're gonna be cooked, man. They're gonna be cooked chicken. You think? Okay, look, they showed
the same thing could happen on Earth, though.
No, dude.
I could get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Okay, getting hit by a bus tomorrow is a lot different than flying through space for what, 9-10 months?
I think it's a couple of weeks, but yeah.
Hell no, it ain't no couple of weeks. It's a couple of months. 9 or 10 months. You got that's standard flight time.
Okay, yeah, 7 to 10 months.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and now in the time that you're flying months through space, you have no protection from solar radiation. It's the actual giant ass piece of metal in the middle of the Earth.
Well, the bigger issue isn't solar radiation; it's gamma radiation.
Radiation. I don't get.
No, because
no one's going to turn into the Hulk.
Solar radiation is deadly, especially in open space and everything. But we have shielding against that. We don't have anything that shields gamma radiation.
Okay.
So right now, the bigger issue is that, because I've been talking about this for years now. The bigger issue is gamma radiation, because Mars is just on that outer edge of the heavier magnetosphere of the sun, and we're in that nice cozy zone of protected by it, but Mars isn't. So if you get out to Mars, then you're outside of that denser protection of and more exposed to potential gamma radiation.
You're just getting bombarded, right? You're going to grow a third leg, and I mean not in a good way. It's going to be out the center of your back. I mean, it's good for back scratching, but nothing else.
I mean, I think it is more of just whenever you talk in the cosmic sense of astronomical odds, literally.
Okay, and also let's think about food. Okay, they're talking about when they get you up there, they're going to be able to grow algae.
Yeah, you're
going to be eating algae for the rest of your life.
Algae, fungus,
or at least for the next 2 years until the next freaking
supply
launch cycle or supply cycle comes to you, and that's if it makes it. It may not make it.
I'll be launching those 2 or 3 at a time at least. Just make sure.
It's a lot of crap that can go wrong, and it will go wrong because it's going to be the first, second, 30th time they did it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be plenty of those stories, and they were never seen again. That's going to be one of those stories.
I'll just say, man, I'd get 7-8 months in space. That'd be cool. Show up on a new planet that nobody's ever set foot on before. That'd be cool.
That's not.
I could die right then and there.
No. It's not cool. Just the dimensions inside the starship.
We're talking about interior dimensions. I'm living in a camper right now, man.
Yeah, but you get to leave this fuck.
Yes, I do. You think
you're flying around in a starship. think maybe you might pass gas a couple of times. You're going to be breathing your own farts for months.
You got air scrubbers.
You literally will come out that ship smelling like ass.
Well, they figured out how to get around that, but the guys that live on the space station, you know, they figured that shit out. It's air filtration systems.
Okay, those guys have only. Okay, well I think the longest deployment onto the space station was like those last two, right? The ones that got trapped up there.
Yeah, it was like over a year.
You saw how fucked up they were when they got back?
Yeah, but that was over a year. This is 7, 8, 9, 10 months.
Yeah, but they had the benefit of actually having like a microgravity. You won't have any gravity proposed. I mean, you're going to be up there just floating and stirring in your own juices, smelling your own farts in this little limited space.
No. See, you're putting the negative spin on it, man.
I'm sorry.
You're painting it as bad as you can. Because that's like saying, oh, you know, I can cook a delicious meal, but you got to put up with the grease burning you all the time.
Yeah.
Hot pans, burning your fingertips all the goddamn.
Yeah, and
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
And you got to wash the dishes afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get a good hot meal out of it.
But look what all you got to do to get it.
That's the cost of, not luxury, but it's the cost of good things. You got to put the work and the effort in. Yeah.
That's why I don't cook.
You got to sniff your own farts for a couple of months just to get to Mars.
I got some really rancid farts. I don't want to smell my fart.
So get you some COVID before you go up there. Kill your sense of smell.
No, hell no. All those cats are going to die. The first couple of deployments, they're all going to die.
Yeah, everybody's going to eventually die.
Yeah, but I don't want to die, smelling my own farts and suffocating and going crazy from like cabin fever. I don't want to do all that.
See, it sounds like you just couldn't do that, so you assume that nobody else would want
to. A lot of people couldn't do that. A lot of people go.
That's fair, but not a lot of people trying to be astronauts right now. So
okay, how many astronauts do you remember by name? How many astronauts?
John Glenn, Buzz Aldrin,
the usual suspect.
Yeah, the guys that were doing the firsts.
Okay, so what about in the 2000s? You remember any of those space astronauts? And not the one that drove from here down to Florida trying to kill her boyfriend.
That's not fair. I'm not good with names. But what was the one Canadian dude with the mustache? He was doing he would do like the science experiments for the kids and stuff. What was his name?
Yeah, fact check that shit because he's looking it up, ladies and gentlemen, because my point has already been made.
What's the point?
Nobody remembers these motherfuckers.
No, I'm not worried about being remembered. I'm worried about what I experienced.
Dude, if you're going into space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm going into space. Fuck what everybody else remembers. I'm going into space.
People want to be... Okay. Anybody who's going into space as a pioneer, like the first or one of the first 100 or whatever, they're going to want to be remembered. They don't want to be martyred.
Chris Hadfield. That's his name.
Damn it. Yeah, he actually found him. I fucking... Anywho.
Well, bro, I love the videos of those guys coming back to Earth and like forgetting that they can't just set something in the middle of the air and it stays, and so they're just dropping shit for like the first 6 months that they're back.
I saw that one where the guy was like, he took a drink of water and just sat it out there and just, it's gonna fall.
Wrote something down with a pen and just let go of the pen. The pen drops and he goes and he's looking around for the pen. Like what? Like genuinely confused as to why it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Well, what gets me is like when they first come back, and even after a month, they're coming back. They're walking like,
all that atrophy kicking in.
Just so heavy, and he's like 60 pounds. Like, nah, dude.
Well, that's like being out on the water for a while, or hell for me, running on a treadmill for more than like 20 minutes, and you hop off, and you're like, why doesn't the ground feel like it's moving? You know, your body adjusts to weird shit, and then you get used to it after a while, and then you got to get reused to the regular shit. Obviously there's going to be some long-term complications from being in space. I get that.
Here's another one. So you don't die. Yay! You don't die when you go to Mars, and
you're there for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because you can't come back.
Well, I mean, that is why they are trying to work so hard on reusable rocket technology, but. Even still,
because your next deployment back to Earth, if you are suicidal enough to think that you're going to come back to Earth after you've been on Mars for 2 years, you're going to die because your body itself is going to kill you because of the weight compression. Because your body's, your spine is going to elongate, your lung capacity is going to, diminish. Your fingers are going to get that weird tangly look. You wouldn't even really be classified as human at that point.
Yes, you would. Your DNA doesn't rewrite itself.
Your eyes are going to get all big.
You're talking about generational changes that would be, affected like 3 or 4 cycles down the line. You just look a little gangly and weird, I wouldn't want to come back, honestly. If I got out onto Mars, I'd just be building shit. I mean, that's my thing. That's my shtick. I like to build stuff. So, I just keep building.
Look, when I'm in heaven, I'm looking down at Mars and I see all these weird. I'm like, who the fuck? What the hell is that on Mars? Yeah. Big Smoke, you've been up in heaven too long. It's at least a couple 100 years. Those are humans. Bullshit, boy, those aren't humans. Those are squid people. Like, nah. You can miss me with that shit. You can miss me. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that, given the opportunity, I would absolutely jump on, but I would jump on a rocket heading out to Mars. But a buddy of mine back in the day was fond of saying, they don't send delivery drivers or pizza makers to Mars. But if I just happen to be the guy that opens the first pizza chain on Mars,
you're gonna be used to eating freaking bugs and algae on Mars. That's what you're gonna be used to. You can't. It's not. You're not gonna know what beef tastes like. Oh shit! No chicken? Oh hell no! Hell, Big Smoke is not going to Mars.
Why not? You can ship some eggs out there. Fucking cryogenically frozen eggs, hatch them up on Mars.
I don't want squid-looking freaking chicken.
Squid-looking chickens. They be intact eggs. They show up, then they hatch, then they lay more eggs.
After this is done, look up all the shit that they've actually tried to grow and all that shit in space, and take a look at all the weird shit, just regular shit they had. And they had it up in space for a couple of cycles and see what it looks like. Okay? Microgravity does some really interesting things to flora and fauna and other things.
Right.
You can't have that shit in microgravity. It just gets all kinds of messed up. There's a reason why they call it the sweet spot. Because that's where things grow and look decent and they can walk around. You stick that shit too close, it's cooked. You stick it too far away, it dies. It just dies. It doesn't work. I mean, there were so many, they were talking about making, gravity generators or something like that.
Yeah.
Stick it on Mars, on different poles, so they could facsimile a freaking gravitational field around the freaking planet. Okay, we can't even get to the moon. And they're talking about this. Oh,
we can get to the moon. They're working on doing it again. They're talking about building a refueling station.
Okay, I'm gonna start bringing my tin hat here. That's my aluminum foil hat. Because look, okay, we had incentive to beat Russia and all that good stuff to get to freaking the moon or whatever, but we haven't been able to even hit the moon since then. It's like they're having more trouble just staying in low orbit or getting into low orbit. I mean, what is it? The space station is starting to decay now, isn't it? I think.
Well, yeah, it's because anything we put into orbit is technically just in a constant state of free fall.
Yeah, so it's just slowly falling back to Earth eventually.
Yeah, I mean, we could put thrusters to it and extend that.
Too much energy.
But yeah, exactly. So it's it's built not to last forever. It's technically disposable.
Technically, they couldn't keep it up there much longer if they tried.
Plus, they keep adding modules to it and everything else. So it gets heavier, so it starts sinking a little faster. They could probably get some solar cells up there, pop those bad boys open, and pull it up just a little bit.
You don't think they got solar cells on that bitch already?
No, they don't have sails. They have solar panels that extend out like fabric, and it captures solar energy. But that's for energy, not for travel.
Propulsion. Yeah. I don't look. I'm just gonna give you the sweet, Italian kiss of death when they get on those spaceships and go. Okay, who's going to the Super Bowl this year? Because I'm not gonna forget about space, and that's just my low rent way of thinking about it because I'm not smart enough to think how to get to freaking Mars.
Gotta get to Mars.
Yeah, shit. Get your ass to Mars. Why didn't I think of that?
Fucking love that movie too.
That movie was over the top.
I still haven't seen the remake.
What? Total Recall?
Yeah,
not worth it.
From my understanding,
They basically made it Earthbound.
Yeah, they changed the whole premise.
The whole
took
premise.
Mars completely out of it.
Yeah, just kept the name. That's it.
Is Kondatu still even there? Little baby guy growing out of a dude's chest?
Don't watch the movie.
Okay.
Don't watch it. It's not.
Is there an alien chick with 3 titties? Is it?
No. No. But look, it looks better. It's just no comparison to the original. Other than, look, Colin Farrell's English is better. That's it. And Colin Farrell was young, and he had good skin tone. He looked better.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was God. It was like better CGI, better graphics. It just wasn't. I mean, look, I can't even say it was not as good a movie because the original, by its just very framework, wasn't a good movie. It was just entertaining. It was
most of the movies in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good movie. It was just entertaining. It was just watching
what a movie's supposed to be.
Yeah. And I think that's probably because you can't really compare it to like what is considered a good movie now,
right?
Compared to what is a good movie back then. Because, I mean, Schwarzenegger, I don't think, is there any movie where he was in it where you actually took the movie seriously?
Probably Eraser to an extent. But yeah, I get the
he took a throwing knife off of his belt and stabbed somebody with it. I can't take that seriously.
You can't stab somebody with a throwing knife?
Yeah, you can, but not from your belt. No. I mean,
he threw the knife.
He threw the knife.
Okay, I thought you meant he pulled it out and then just shanked somebody
that
with
I can totally get into. But he did some chop socky thing with it, threw it. It's okay.
What about
Terminator? Terminator is probably the only movie I can think of because he didn't talk. Not really. He just walked real stoically and just shot shit, and the muscles backed that shit up.
Yeah.
Okay. So Terminator.
What about
Conan. He didn't talk. He just swung the sword around and chopped shit. Okay. So
his English isn't great. Okay. He's always gonna have
Hercules in New York. Miss me.
Yeah, that was dubbed over. That wasn't even him talking.
It wasn't even him talking. Predator. Okay. Every person who has been like special forces said all of these dudes were too big. Well, except for James Black or Jack Black, whatever his name is, the director of the movie. The first dude to get killed, the guy with the glasses. Mm-hmm. Him and the other dude who got blasted. They were just the right size.
Yeah.
But everybody else was either too fat or too big.
Yeah. Definitely not passing any tape tests.
Yeah. Schwarzenegger, he's like, he would have gassed out. Mm. He was too big. Mm-hmm. Carl Weathers, too big, gassed out. The Indian dude, he was too fat. The other black guy, entirely too fat. Ventura, old and too fat. Yeah. It's like
especially carrying around a fucking minigun.
Carrying a minigun, yeah. That's on top of his other weapon. And the ammo. Hell no, right?
In the fucking jungle. Just, All right, what about True Lies?
Okay, that's when he was a spy. He was a
secret agent. Married to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay. Well, okay. He's too big.
Yeah,
okay.
He stands out too much to be a secret agent.
Well, spooks are supposed to blend in where you can just see them and then forget them. You see this big giant, dude with this huge V freaking, gap in his teeth. And he's got
chiseled jawline.
Yeah, looks like he can bench Mack trucks. Yeah, you
don't forget that guy.
You don't forget that guy. Oh shit, is he from around here? You start wondering if he's going to start robbing things. No, not True Lies. There's another movie, Kindergarten Cop.
Well, that's just a ridiculous premise in the first place.
Kindergarten. Shut up. You think you're going to take your little tushies and go to the bathroom? There is no bathroom. That guy. Okay, what's another one? Twins.
Again, hilarious and entertaining.
Entertaining, right? But you can't take that shit serious. God, dude, see, we already said Eraser, Twiz.
Well, what of any of his newer stuff? Old man Schwarzenegger.
No, because you could forget that stuff. There's one with a zombie or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen it. There was a zombie one. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, that was okay. That one's a decent movie.
Yeah.
That was a decent movie because
it's what his daughter gets bitten, right?
Yeah, and you see the slow change of her turning into a zombie and what he has to do about it.
Yeah,
that was serious Schwarzenegger. That was, and his English is decent. Yeah. But he's an old man. There's another one where he's an old sheriff and he's going after these bad guys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was stupid as fuck.
What was the name of that one?
See, I don't even remember the names of these movies. I've seen them, and I immediately have just like, okay, that goes into the trash bin.
Let's see. Well, Red Heat. While I'm looking for it.
Red Heat. Again, I think a lot of his movies were just action entertainment. They
were just really putting in the work of the over the top caricatureness of who he is.
The last American hero, action hero, the last action hero. That was funny. That was a spoof of all action movies. That was funny. That was him making fun of himself in all of his action movies.
What about End of Days?
That was that semi-horror.
Yeah, he was a security guard.
He was going up against the devil or something
yeah.
like that, right? That was like soft porn for like 50% of that movie.
I mean, yeah, but
that was a lot of pause moments. When I hit the pause moment. I was like, oh shit, she's fine as fuck.
The Last Stand was the name of the one.
Last
Stand. The sheriff.
Yeah, that was it. End of Days, compelling because it was another one of those movies where he wasn't the toughest dude on the screen.
Yeah, he wasn't doing a whole lot of talking.
No, he was doing a lot of running.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of running. And that devil was chasing him down, trying to get that chick.
What was he? He had to mate with her and have a baby.
Yeah, have a baby with her
at the end of the millennium.
And he did the whole sacrifice thing, and I was like, oh shit, he dies. I'm like, oh.
That's usually how you have to beat the devil is usually, self-sacrifice.
Yeah, you couldn't even beat this motherfucker in church. He was in church. They was in church, and they made the freaking priest like not faithful enough or some shit. That's how they get around it. Like they make it where the priest isn't like he's a piece of shit. He can't invoke God, and banish him. He's like, nah, dude, I got an agenda. You're gonna have to go down for this one. But yeah, he jumped on that freaking sword. I was like, oh, okay. I guess you got a good spot in heaven after that.
Jesus. They got a fucking Christmas movie if you're coming out soon.
Jingle All the Way.
No, not that one. There's a new one coming out. The Man with the Bag. With Arnold Schwarzenegger. It looks like he's playing Santa Claus with him and Alan Richardson.
Oh God, he looks old.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, he's got the Santa look now with all the gray hair and everything.
Wow, he does. He's out there. How old is he now?
78.
God bless you. 78 years old. 78 years old.
What about Aftermath?
That was a good movie.
Yeah?
That was a good movie. I liked it.
Believable Schwarzenegger actor?
Hell no. Hell no. Wasn't believable. Hey.
All right. Definitely veered off topic.
Yeah.
That's a pretty on-brand Nightwatch tangent. Yeah. Germs and warfare.
We definitely went on a tangent. We went on a tangent.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah. I didn't know I had that much in me on Schwarzenegger.
Christ, we could probably almost do a whole episode just on it.
Oh, my God.
At least a shorter one. But, all right. We're going to wrap it up there, folks. Hit the social medias with Facebook, Nightwatch Podcast. Podbean is our RSS feed host and distributor out to Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify, as well as our home here on YouTube, both YouTube Music and regular YouTube. If you want to help financially support the channel, that'd be terrific. Buy some more coffees and Red Bulls. Hit that coffee page, ko-fi.com/Nightwatch Podcast. Feel free to make a one-time donation or a monthly donation. We'll eventually get the hang of rewards for said donations. That's going to be it for this shift, folks. We'll see you next one.
Aloha.
All right, time to empty out the mop bucket, run the trash, and hit the lights. Go get off my time clock and be safe getting home.